Hey guys, Nathan McCullough here. I am a health coach and integrative nutritionist and one of the coaches for the Body Love program. And today I wanted to come to you and talk to you a little bit about something that is becoming a serious issue for people these days, and that is inflammation, and particularly chronic inflammation. So many people don't know this, but chronic inflammation is actually the root cause of all chronic degenerative diseases that we see in the world today. So things like cardiovascular disease, cancer, stroke, autoimmune conditions, right? All of your chronic degenerative diseases are rooted in inflammation. So inflammation builds up over time, it becomes chronic, and in the body, that is what triggers these bigger issues that we deal with. So inflammation shows up a lot of different ways in your body. So there's sort of small telltales that come up that if you don't take care of them can lead into bigger problems in the future. So things like fatigue, joint pain, rashes on your skin. So any sort of skin problem that's happening in your body is inflammation in your gut. Any sort of bowel or stomach issues, right? There's some sort of inflammatory condition going on in your gut. So one of the things that you'll hear over and over again is that the gut is really the home of a lot of the inflammatory issues, and it's the home of, it's a systemic thing. So our body is really, our health is really located, starts with the gut, so that's super important. So a couple of things to know about inflammation is it's not all bad, right? Inflammation is actually what heals things in your body. So when you get cuts, right, it gets red. Like that redness is the inflammation. That's how your body heals itself. When you have things going on internally, that's inflammation is how your body heals itself. So your body locates problem areas, sends inflammation in that area, and that's an indication that your body is healing. So for example, you get a fever, that's an indication that there's a lot of inflammation going on inside and there's actually healing happening. The problem is when inflammation becomes chronic inflammation, okay? That's when all of the problems start actually showing up. So the question is, how do we lower our inflammatory load in our body over time, okay? So some of the main things that we want to look at are food. So the best ways to lower inflammation in food are lower things like gluten, right? So the amount of gluten that you're consuming, lower that. Lower the amount of dairy that you're getting in your diet, and lower the amount of sugar that you're consuming in your diet as well, right? And then make sure that you're eating consistency. Because you want your bowels to be consistent as well. So food is actually your first line of defense in terms of, it's the first cause and it's also the first way to heal is by eating a low inflammatory diet. Right, so if you guys have some questions about that, you can ask that in below. The second thing is focusing on your digestive health. So getting things like probiotics, super important. Okay, so you can get a probiotic supplement. You can eat things like kimchi, kombucha, sauerkraut, fermented vegetables of any kind are really fantastic sources of probiotics. So get lots of probiotics from different sources. I would recommend personally using a probiotic supplement and then also getting it from your foods as well. Kimchi is if you can get a good source of kimchi is really good. And then also you want to follow the philosophy of food in, food out, which means pay very close attention to your bowels. So you want it to be going to the bathroom at least once a day. If you can get food in, food out, right? Each time that you go to the bathroom, or anytime you eat, you go to the bathroom, like dogs, right? That's the sign of an excellent working bowel system, and it's the sign of excellent gut health, which is going to be systemic, right? It's going to mean that you're healthy overall as well. So probiotics, digestive enzymes are a really great way of helping with your digestive process, and then also a fiber supplement. If you're someone who's not getting a ton of fiber in your diet, which most people aren't, then you can look at a fiber supplement as well. So we do have fiber supplements in USANA as well. So if you're someone that is on the program taking the USANA products, ask one of the coaches about the fiber supplement. Really great way of making sure that you stay regular. And then the third thing is stress. So managing your stress. This is a big one. Stress is oftentimes the trigger for the chronic inflammation. So a lot of times people don't realize this, but stress is a massive cause of inflammation in your body. So we want to be able to figure out effective strategies for managing our stress and coming up with ways that we can do things that we love to do so that we can help reduce our stress, things like meditation, things like that. We follow it's called the 3-hit theory, which means chronic issues of chronic stress usually come in threes. So it's either food, stress, toxins, or hormones, toxins, stress, or those are the 4 main things. So it usually takes 3 of those things to trigger chronic inflammation. So those are the areas that we want to be working on. We want to be working on food, we want to be working on digestive health, and we want to be working on stress. And also hormones is a really important issue as well. Not something that's like a whole different category. Can't really go into that today. Maybe one of our other coaches can come on and do a little bit of a treatment of the hormones. But the main 3 things that we want to focus on: food, stress, and digestive health. With stress, really make sure that you're taking time each day, each week at least, but it'd be great each day to do meditation, do yoga, go for a walk, play golf, go for a swim, move your body every day, right? Doing things consistently that help you lower the stress load, which can help lower the inflammation load in general. Really great strategy. And then the last thing is supplementation. So for those of you who are, you're on this program, which means you've been introduced to USANA, USANA's entire philosophy around supplementation is actually geared towards the reduction of inflammation. So almost all of our products have anti-inflammatory properties, and so you really can't go wrong. The omega-3 supplement, great way to reduce chronic inflammation, omega-3s. Turmeric, so in our Precosa, which is a joint supplement, turmeric is a great form of anti-inflammatory. So, you know, if you're someone that can get your hands on a lot of good quality raw turmeric as well, you can put it in drinks. Lots of things you can do with turmeric. Great anti-inflammatory. Vitamin D is a good source of anti-inflammatory. The USANA has a product called proflavanol C, which is extraordinary. So vitamin C and grapeseed extract together, working synergistically, is a great way of reducing stress. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me today. I hope that makes sense. Please, if you have any questions at all, please leave them in the box below, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have, either in a follow-up video or just add them in the chat box below. So God bless you. Hope you have a wonderful week and you're having a great experience in your Body Love program so far. And I look forward to seeing you again in the future.